சொல்லுங்க ma'am.
Sir, our guest has joined, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. This is Karthik, sir.
Good
from
evening.
EC department. Yeah.
Thank you. Glad to get connected.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Thank you.
Sir, Dr. Uma Madam, sir, she belongs to REDC coordinator.
Vanakkam.
Uma ma'am, thank you for joining, Uma ma'am.
Yes, okay. A pleasure is mine.
We'll start in another 2 minutes. Let the people join. 90 participants already joined.
Yeah,
91
we'll wait.
now. Yes, sir. Yes.
Is my audio clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's clear, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yes, we reached 105 participants. Mary ma'am, shall we start the session?
Yes.
Karthik, sir?
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, on behalf of SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Vadapalani campus, Department of Management Studies, we are so happy to invite you, sir. We are so happy to have you for this session. I request Mary ma'am to introduce the guest to our audience now.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome and introduce our chief guest, Mr. Prabhakaran Murugaya, founder and CEO of TechFetch.com, Ashburn, Virginia. He hails from Tirunelveli and is known for enterprising people who start small-time businesses. Being a farmer's son, he learned the ropes of running a business at the age of 12 when he was exposed to the fertilizer distribution company run by his father. He holds Bachelor of Science Engineering degree in ECE. He was a consultant running a niche warehouse consulting firm in 2007, which prompted him to start TechFetch.com, a technology jobs platform connecting thousands of tech companies with millions of technology professionals. He is a passionate tech entrepreneur who supports companies to create tech jobs through thought leadership, evangelization, and global events. One of the highlighted achievements of his offshore setup in Tirunelveli is called Silicon Valley Tech Park. He is the chairman of Silicon Valley Tech Park, bringing Silicon Valley tech ecosystem to Tirunelveli and creating jobs for underserved rural talent. His offshore support center is geared towards creating highly paid job opportunities for rural workforce who are socially, financially, and physically disadvantaged. He is also the board member of TIDC, a non-profit board governance and oversight of Washington's largest organization of entrepreneurs, dedicated to fostering entrepreneurship and innovation throughout the Mid-Atlantic region from Richmond to New York. The organization has over 60 chapters globally with over 15,000 successful entrepreneurs and mentors, and the members are committed to giving back to their community. We are delighted to have Mr. Prabhakaran Murugaya as the chief guest, whose vision is empowering and uplifting rural community with the goal of creating more jobs. I invite Mr. Prabhakaran Murugaya to address the gathering. Please, sir.
எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். Thank you, and I'm very glad and honored to participate in this event. Very specifically, I'm more interested in talking to students, that too, those who are very much interested in being an entrepreneur. So this particular session, we would like to discuss more about why entrepreneurship, why now, and why rural entrepreneurship. So those are the three areas that I would like to cover, and then we can follow up with any questions and any specific interests if the students are having. So let me share my screen, and then we can go from there. All right, so hope we all can see my screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can
All
see.
right. So thanks for the very detailed introduction. I'm honored and privileged to again be part of this initiative, especially love to talk to the students. I'll give a small personal background, what I did so far and came here. Currently, I'm in Washington, DC. It's 7 a.m. in the morning, Monday. I grew up from a very small village called Kila Ambur. This is again a small village, mostly farmers. Agriculture is a background. It's in Ambasamudram Taluk in Tirunelveli district, and this is my school where I did my schooling till 8th grade. And this is the classroom that in my early school days. This classroom is still, it looks the same. The village is same. Probably in the 30 years, it not have made any changes. But I brought these two pictures and the history in front of you to show you two things. From that small village, from that kind of school, it paved me the opportunity to come here, be an entrepreneur, and help people to find jobs. So I run a tech company called TechFetch, TechFetch. We are a jobs platform that connects candidates and companies for as a matchmaking. It's like any other job boards. I started the company in 2008, about 12 years ago. When I started the company, I also did set up a offshore division in Tirunelveli. I did not start my back office either in Chennai or Bangalore. So we have our US operation, and then my back office helped us support everything in Tirunelveli. That was 12 years ago. From that, we helped over 1 million people, about 10 lakhs people, to get a job in the US in the last 12 years. In other words, we helped people in the US to find jobs from Tirunelveli. So it is a history. We created the history. People in many, even tier 2, 3 cities or from rural can help or can create global products. I'm very happy about it. I'm proud of it. This is the foundation for creating rural jobs. This is the foundation for creating products. This is the foundation vision to achieve what you want to do. It doesn't matter where you studied, it doesn't matter where you born, and you have to create opportunity for you and others. So from that as a foundation, we will discuss why, how, and when we can be all entrepreneurs and successfully accomplish what we want to do. There may not be any new company or enterprise which will come and create 100,000 jobs, right? We are all talking about entrepreneurship. Why entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is to solve problem. Entrepreneurship is to create jobs. Entrepreneurship to create wealth. A lot of things can be done with entrepreneurship. But we have to go back and see that why entrepreneurship? Number one reason, the market is changing, the opportunities are changing. In my view, there may not be any new company which will come and create 100,000 jobs, not just by one company. Okay. However, there is an opportunity for 100,000 small entrepreneurs to create 10 jobs each that can create 1 million plus jobs. That's a very strong possibility. I would say probably even 10 times, even 100 times possibility of creating 100,000 small entrepreneurs to create 1 million jobs. Let's take a step ahead to see why and how you all can be an entrepreneurs and what areas those opportunities are and how you can create opportunity for you and others. Let's discuss it. This is the statistics in the last probably 150 years from 1870 to 2000. And 2020, it's kind of same. So this is a very large data and study. What happened was from 1870, right, 150 years ago, people were working 70 hours, 80 hours a week. Many of the young generation may not know, but our parents, my grandparents, if you see them, they all work 80 hours a week. Many of them in agricultural, and then when it became an industrialized world, people used to work for even 10 hours a day for 7 days a week, something like that. That is how it was happened. But if you take our generation, like my generation, 40 hours work week in a professional environment is a full-time jobs and opportunity, right? Most of them, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. What is likely to happen is moving forward, maybe in 5 years, we all look for an opportunity 30 hours a work week, which means today in the current environment, 30 hours work week is likely to be part-time. Even that 30 hours work week will be split into two segments. Maybe 20 hours is your full-time regular job, and the 10 hours will be a part-time. and on demand, it not a regular work, but maybe 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day, 3 days a week, 4 days a week, something like that. Whenever you have time, you can go and do that work, or you may do it online, or you may do it in a flexible. So half of your time is available. So if you, again, as I said, the 30 hours work week is enough to have double the quality of life. That is the projection moving forward. Okay. Why that 30 hours work week is enough? So in the next few slides, you will know the reason behind that, how we are going to achieve that 30 hours work week without compromising. So in other word, I would say, you can still work 30 hours a work week, make the same money, or you will have double the quality of life. We are not compromising anything, but 30 hours work week will pay you enough to have a very decent, very good quality of life. Why? We already moved away from knowledge economy to skill economy. All right. So what is knowledge economy and skill economy? Previous generation, or in our generation, if we have an engineering degree, if we have a business degree, that degree will get you a job, right? That's called knowledge economy. If somebody cleared chartered accountant CA exam, he become a chartered accountant. Somebody cleared computer science degree, he can be a programmer. Today, that is not possible. It is not likely to possible from tomorrow. What do they expect? They expect skill. Okay, I'll go little layman terms, not with the degree, not with the skill economy will play a bigger role in future. Why? Say example, take a driver. Say you have a car and you want to find a driver. Will you hire somebody who got the driving license, or will you hire somebody who worked for 5 years as a driver with a good person and with a good feedback and a reference? So what will be your preference? So you are not giving the knowledge for that opportunity. Somebody knows how to drive, it's not enough. Somebody who can drive well and endorsed by somebody that he can do well, that's an opportunity. That's a skill. So every job moving forward, that's why every company is asking for, I need experienced person, because that experience is basically a skill. What does that mean? When you're learning, when you're in the college, when you're finishing a degree, that degree is not enough to get your job. You have to get your skill while doing the degree. How do I get a skill when I'm learning? How do I get a skill when I'm in the college? You know what? These entrepreneurship kind of cells help you to think and learn that skill. You get an idea, you experiment that idea, you work with your friends, and then convert that idea into a pilot or a proof of concept. Try to talk to the customer, and you simulate that skill while you're learning. So the entrepreneurship cells are very, very important to transition you from knowledge to a skill economy, right? All right. Today, there are a lot of companies are coming in. These are mostly US companies. In India, you probably know that, Ola or Uber, it's a more of, again, even though it is they call it gig economy in the skill workforce, but the skill could be different. It could be a talent, it could be creative, it could be programming, or it could be just driving, or it could be a delivery. But it all be part of the gig economy. Like I mentioned, the 30 hours work week, 20 hours will be your regular job. Maybe you will go 5 hours work for 4 days a week, and the remaining 3 days you will do, or even remaining 5 days you will do some gig economy jobs, right? That there are more and more companies that keep coming in the gig economy. So you have an opportunity to create this kind of gig economy, or you will be part of the gig economy. So 50% of the workforce will be part of the gig economy. Skill economy is 50%, gig economy is 50%. Even gig economy, there will be a skilled and non-skilled workforce, right? I'm just putting all these pieces together so that you will know that where the opportunities are going to come and how you can stitch all these data points together to create an opportunity for you and others. All right. Now, since you guys are mostly, business and, master's degree, so I'll give you a little high-end information where these opportunities and how you can create a high-end opportunities. You all know the history. 30 years ago, personal computer was a revolution. When Microsoft Windows came in, that created 10 times opportunity. 30 years ago in India, we had only probably 300-400 programmers. Today we have 4 million programmers. So to 30 years, that 4 million programmers opportunity was created because of the PC revolution, right? And then 10-15 years ago, mobile came in. That disrupted everything. Personal computer was not a household thing even 10 years ago. Today, most of the houses have a personal computer. But if you compare the personal computer with the mobile, can you say any house that does not have a mobile? No. But the mobile today is having the same power, actually even better power, better connectivity compared to 20 years ago in a personal computer. So in the last 30 years, whatever the new innovation comes in, it created 20 times more opportunity and improved everybody, right? So let's review again. 30 years ago, personal computers created a lot of opportunity. Then the mobile created a lot of opportunity. So the two things both came 15 years apart. Today, whatever we are seeing, there are 5 major disruption happening. Like mobile, like personal computer, there are 5 new disruption is happening now, and that is going to create 5x opportunity, which say 500 times opportunity. That you are the best generation, in my view, to enjoy and utilize and tap this exceptionally golden period. All right, so what are these 5? Number 1, 5G. You all know 2G, 3G, 4G, and today it is live, and we are all started experiencing that speed. The 5G, existing mobile, on top of it 5G. Then the second disruption is happening, AI and automation and machine learning. That is a extremely you cannot imagine. Cars are driving off its own even today. The 100 in US, Tesla is driving, and some other companies also developing that product. Imagine how difficult it is to drive, how many things you need to calculate, and that speed in that kind of various parameters, and it is driving automatically. Then the cloud computing. Every data is available on the cloud, and your mobile is always connected with the cloud. And how many photos that you take, think about 10-15 years back, you might have seen, I don't know, you guys are very young, there is a place called Konica Color Labs that's everywhere, right? Those are gone now. And you have seen, you probably look for photographs of STD ISD booths, yellow color booths. Those are gone. And imagine the Xerox machines and computer places where they do just photocopy. Nothing is there. All has been replaced simply by your mobile and an WhatsApp. Now your WhatsApp, your mobile is getting more power into 5G and an automation, right? And all the data is being stored on in the cloud computing. Then two other things, robotics. The AI and automation with the cloud computing is powering the robotics. Robotics is like any from agriculture to space industry to car manufacturing, healthcare, to anything is robotics. The today's in medical world, more precision surgeries are done by robotics than doctors. So basically, doctors are assisting robotics to do the surgery, not the other way. Robots are not assisting the doctors to do the surgery. It is the other way, because the precision is more. People don't do open heart surgeries anymore. They just insert in a small tube, and then they do go and do the surgery inside without even having, previously you may need 8 stitches on your body to do a surgery. Today there is no stitch at all. That kind of improvement coming in, everywhere, from, as I said, from agriculture to healthcare to everything. Then the fifth one is energy. There are a lot of other innovation is coming in, but these are the 5 disruptive innovation similar to personal computer and mobile phone. Energy is battery and cell technology and solar. And we already know that India, especially Tamil Nadu, is having a lot of power in the harnessing from wind, but solar and battery capacity is increasing. So when you have mobile, what are the 2 major problems that you have? One is it doesn't have the connectivity, which is solved by 5G, and it does not have a battery which can go hold your charge for longer, which is solved by energy. Now use your mobile to start your air conditioning, use your mobile to start your power generator, use your mobile to on and off your robotics. Now it is possible. And then you don't need to even switch on and off. The AI and intelligence can identify, and on and off depends on weather, depends on various conditions. So AI will assist you when to start, when to stop, right? It will monitor ongoing basis through visual and everything, right? So if you put all this together, I think the 5x opportunity, 500 times automation is going to happen. When that happens, whatever we do today, it will take only 50% of time and 50% of cost. It may be anything and everything, even assuming that the dosa today you are getting, probably you will get, so if it take 5 minutes to get one dosa, you probably will get 2 dosas in the same 5 minutes. That is the kind of automation that we are likely to see. Anything and everything is going to be 50% or double the efficiency, right? So let's summarize. What will happen because of this innovation? Number one, 30 hours work week, maybe in 2 jobs. That's a new generation. You have to be prepared. Don't look for a job, create job. Number 2, half of the job will be gig economy. So, hey, I need a job, I need full time, I have to be, bigger companies. That opportunities are going to shrink down. However, your quality of life will be 4 times better. There will be no power outage, there will be no internet down, your cell phone will always work, and it will be faster, and the cell phone will assist you to do a lot of things in learning and everything. Then there are some technologies are coming in the healthcare, so you probably will have long life. However, you have to be healthy. Then the fifth one, skill economy versus outcome based economy. So far what I have explained is knowledge economy to skill economy, but after 5 years we will be moving from skill economy to outcome based economy. Since you guys are MBA graduates, this is your exercise, right? After this session, find out what is outcome economy and how you can be part of it. Today's our session is a short time, so I'm not going to explain whatever I explained like a skill economy. The outcome based economy in one line is basically you get paid only if you get the work done. You're not going to get paid because you're coming to the office every day. You're not going to get paid because you spend 4 hours here. You will be getting paid, okay, if you get your work done in 2 hours, you will get paid. You don't need to, spend 4 hours to get the work done. So it is not based on the time and labor, it is based on the outcome. So that's an outcome based economy that is going to create a lot of opportunities for entrepreneurs, right? So all these things, again, 5G, AI and automation, energy and battery, in the long life, as I said, there is a technology coming up in genomic therapy, in the skilled economy and outcome based economy, IoT and robotics and sensors going to play a bigger role, right? So far we have discussed that why entrepreneurship and why now. Those we answered those two. I'll give one more quick input on the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is growing 100% every year. That's the power because of cloud computing, because of data, because of quantum processing. The machines are learning faster than before, right? So it can think partially, it can see, it can speak, it can hear, all of that. So half of the work that what you do can be done by AI. So I mentioned 50% of the jobs will be replaced by this automation. What jobs will be automated? Any job that does not require thinking will be automated, right? So when you want to create an opportunity, you should find what are the jobs that does not require thinking. You can build solution, you can automate it using this 5G, using this robotics, using this AI, using this cloud computing, using this battery and energy. You can automate it. I'll give a one layman example how that can be done. Few years ago, maybe 5 years ago, if you go into any elevator, like lift, right? Any lift you go, there will be a person sitting inside with the stool to operate that. Have you seen anywhere now for that lift operator? No, because people know that how to operate the lift, which is automated, and it can easily, you have a card even in the same floor or in the same building. You don't have access to 5th floor, it won't allow you to go to 5th floor. All those things can be done and automated, right? People know how to swipe the card, people know how to put a fingerprint to get in. So you don't need even security to let you in, because your biometric can. So any job that does not require thinking can be automated using these technologies. Then imagine that how many jobs, how many places where people use this low-end workforce to get the thing done, which can be automated. It can improve the efficiency, right? Having somebody sitting on the door checking your ID and then letting you go, sometimes they may make a mistake, sometimes you can easily go in by knowing the person. But having a technology and system in, you are securing it, you are foolproofing it, and you are also making it faster. Go one step further. Rather than having somebody come and do a fingerprint for everybody and open the door, imagine have a camera which can detect all the faces and then keep going inside. There may be one security on the other end who will just see who are the person who's not approved to go in. They can see the person and then they can just ask that person to come in and check their ID. Now, instead of opening door one by one, you are letting 50-60 people to go in. That's the kind of automation, that's the kind of quality improvement you should think of when you are looking into being an entrepreneur to solve the problem, right? All right, as I said, why now, why become an entrepreneur, and where those opportunities are in this pandemic, right? We all experience, even today you are logging in from home and attending the session. 1 year ago, this does not happen, right? I have to come in person and we are all gathering in the in the hall, and then you have to attend. So to learn this 1 hour topic, imagine the time that you could have spent. And because of this pandemic, it changed our behavior, how we want to do that. Next year, if after the pandemic is over, if there is a session, would you prefer to come to your auditorium and sit and then listen? Or you may say that, no, I will attend this session from home. or I will attend this from mobile. That's a behavior change. So what will happen is, you might have attended 5 sessions last year, you might have attended 50 sessions this year, and you are likely to attend 50 sessions moving forward. So you have an opportunity to learn, you have an opportunity to gain more because of this behavioral change. Imagine this is likely to happen in any industry, in every industry. Previously, kind of partial entertainment, right? You go home, you watch TV, you eat food, and you shelter at home. That was the primary purpose of home. Today, because of this 50% workforce as a gig economy, you work from home. Because of this pandemic, we are all have to log in from home and learn and attend the school. So learning at home. And for low-end health issues, you just talk to the doctor, or even your smart watch can give the heart pulse, can give the blood pressure over the phone to your doctor. So healthcare at home. And agriculture at home, a lot of people are doing home gardening, vertical farming, all that at home. So like that, 50% of things will be defragmented, and then going towards home or near home. That creates you an opportunity for creating a small problem. Within that micro environment, you probably may not need hundreds of thousands of customers. You probably need 50 customers, 100 customers within your area to solve a specific problem. That's the kind of opportunity that you all have to look. All right. Okay. Why entrepreneurship? Again, one more time. Entrepreneurs are new age freedom fighters. You have to fight and free people from poverty. That's the freedom. You have to give them freedom. And you have to free people from hunger, free people, farmers especially, from their debt, which can prevent a lot of suicide. And kids who are not capable of or not having an opportunity to go to school, solve their illiteracy problem, especially in the rural. And people from disease because of lack of clean water, because of lack of sanitation. So the new age entrepreneurs, these freedom fighters, imagine how many people are going through this problem, and where these problems are predominantly in the rural, right? So you have to chase and these things away from the rural. We have an obligation. People spend their entire life and entire our grandparents and great grandparents, they sacrifice everything to give us a foundation and freedom for us to survive and thrive and improve the quality of life. You should think that your life should not settle in going to the mall and movies and pizzas and burgers, and that is not the entrepreneurs are. We are here to solve problem, and we took everything from gained a lot of our values came from the people who struggled, who put a lot of time and paved the road for us, that the place that we are traveling today. So we have an obligation and commitment to give back, not just to give back, but also create an opportunity and make our life a meaningful and purpose. Okay, now the last piece of the session. Why and why we want to be an entrepreneur, and why now, that covered very well, and what opportunities are available and how. Okay, agreed that I want to be an entrepreneur. I know these are the opportunities, I can create jobs. How do I do that, right? That's a question. Okay, when I grew up, in the schools, they taught me Mada, Pida, Guru, Daivam, right? Mom, dad, teacher, and then God. Today, you have two more, right? This generation is having two more. What is that? Mada, Pida, Google, YouTube. On top of it, Guru and Devam, right? So at the Google and YouTube comes even prior to Guru and Devam, or the Google and YouTube is part of the God and teacher, because you learn more from Google than your doctor. You know more, you do more research, and you learn more, and you teach and you argue with your teacher that what you're saying is not correct. So that's a power, right? And you learn from experts every day. And many people, even when they pray, I can go to temple, okay, I'll go and watch live it, I don't miss it. So that's the new environment that you have. All right, now let's go back to how and what opportunities that you can have and create in the rural. As I said, work from home, learn from home, healthcare from home, entertainment at home. In rural, these opportunities are millions, right? In you go to any smaller village, there are tons of problems. They don't realize that they have a problem. And you don't need to have a disruptive innovation. You don't need to have something you have to create from scratch. No, you just take your mobile phone, you just take from the machine learning algorithms, you take from the sensor, you put everything, and then create a solution. I'll give one example, right? There was a device that was, it's a small mobile device, mobile based application. So when I grew up, when I go to my farm or paddy fields, what we will do is the three-phase current power will come only after 10 p.m. and it will be available only till 4 a.m. because of power consumption. So we have to go to the field and then start the motor at 10 p.m. And this guy invented, he sent an SMS, and then the power generator will start, and then it will run, and then send another SMS. After 2 hours it will shut down. So to go to the field for 2 hours walking and then come back in the night, being solved by just one simple SMS, and then the cost of the device is probably, I think, about 10,000-15,000 rupees. That's a simple, you just put together everything and solve a bigger problem. Like that, there are several opportunities, and you don't need to look for problem to solve. You just go there and find out which problem you need to solve and how you solve it, right? From smart manufacturing to sensors to robotics to all those things are available, and it's plenty in the rural, right? You don't look at companies who are starting like mimicking the US, like a delivery or app based. I will create this app, that app. No, you have to go outside the cities and find the real hardcore problems which India requires, right? Which India requires: clean sanitizations, clean water, connectivity to the school. There are still a lot of schools, they don't have laptops, and they cannot teach their kids because even they have laptop, they don't have power. So these are the problems. You have to take it on your hand and go and solve it, right? And local producers now, because of YouTube, Facebook, and Google, you have a global consumers. People, Amazon can take your product and sell it globally. So these are the opportunities that does not exist before. And as I said, this generation, the next generation, my kids and those kind of generation is having a golden opportunity to go and pursue whatever you want. Even you fail, don't worry. You, after 2 years, after 3 years, if you want to go for a job, still you can go for a job, because people will treat you with the respect that I tried something, I failed. That's an experience that you'll gain. Previously, it was not possible. Today, you have the gig economy. You learning something, starting something will not treat you as a failure. So this is the best opportunity for all of you to go and pursue your dream. Okay, now I'll kind of wrap up in a couple of minutes, and then if any questions we can take. So I'm part of Native Angel Network, which is a tier 2, tier 3 entrepreneurship ecosystem in Tamil Nadu. to help them. I also invest in companies, early stage companies, especially SaaS companies. I'm part of American Tamil Entrepreneurs Association. I try my best to mentor people in a host this kind of session and share my knowledge. In the last 30 years, if you ask me what made you successful or what makes you happy and why and what, because of this entrepreneurship journey, what you have learned, I'll tell you three things, okay, that I would call it 1, 2, 3 of my day, right? Number one, exercise. Number one, exercise. I wish I have learned this long time ago, but I'm practicing this for last 10 years. Now I want to give this as a, what I learned to you. You guys are young. You probably may want to, take this very seriously. Start exercising at least 1 hour a day, which means 1 hour. I run 4 or 5 miles a day, and my day starts with 1 hour exercise for 5 miles. That kind of exercise you have to do. Number two, learn 1 hour a day. Something you need to learn. Today I'm talking about a lot of inputs, a lot of data and statistics, which may not be relevant to my business, but what's happening in the world. So what happened yesterday, what happened today, what happens tomorrow. You need to have a lot of information that will help not only you, but your family, your siblings, and your kids in future. So that learning need not to be even 1 hour. I don't have time. No, 20 minutes in 3 sessions, 10 minutes in 5 sessions. That's okay. Maybe reading a book, reading a blog, or watching YouTube. Allocate 1 hour of every day to learn something new. If you are able to learn one thing new, in 1 year, you might have learned 365 new things. In 10 years, you might have learned 3,650 new things. That is how you can improve yourself. And entrepreneurship is the best thing that you can do, that you can grow 5x every 5 years, right? So I finished my degree in 1993, and today I'm CEO and I run 3 companies, and I mentor 5 companies. That happened in the 30 years because I chose to be an entrepreneur. I took 5-6 years I worked, and then I came here, and then another 5 years I worked, and then only I started the company. But because that opportunity what you guys have today doesn't exist before. When I came here to US, I need to wait for my green card, permanent residency to start my company. Otherwise I could have started a long time ago. But for you have all the foundations. You have a roof above your head. You have your parents to support. You are the best period to hunt. And even you fail, somebody else can, even you fall, somebody can help you to lift you up. Go ahead and pursue. The last thing is give back. I take 1 hour of my day to give back, either mentor without any expectation, right? Mentor, I go and speak in sessions, and I review some of the people deck. Again, 365 hours of committed give back to the community, to the students and people every year. So take this, you will gain a lot by giving back. You all can be a mentor. If you are in a college, you mentor your junior students, or you help teach your juniors. You may be already doing it, but take it with your heart, saying that, okay, I gave 1 hour of my time to somebody today. Have a feel good factor every day, and you will be successful. And I wish all of you good luck. Pursue your entrepreneurship journey, and I'm very grateful to be an entrepreneur, and I wish all of you to be highly successful entrepreneurs, so that you can create opportunity for you and others. And if you have time, we can take some questions, and back to the moderator. Thank you very much. Wish you good luck.
Thank you, sir, for the inspiring and informative speech. I now invite Dr. Kalaivani ma'am to propose the vote of thanks.
Mary ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Any questions?
Any questions? We can ask the students.
Students, do you have any questions? You can unmute and ask, or you can even post in the chat box.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, I invite Dr. Kalaivani ma'am to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening to all of you. I'm sorry, sir. For you, it is a happy morning. Happy morning to you, sir.
Thank you.
It is our pleasure to thank today's chief guest on behalf of the SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Vadapalani campus, on behalf of the faculty members and all our dear students. We would like to extend a heartfelt thank to our chief guest and Honorable Chief Guest Founder and CEO of TechFetch.com and Chairman of Telecom Valley, Mr. Prabhakaran Murugaiya, who is very apt person for the Rural Entrepreneurship Development Cell inauguration function. And thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and for your valuable presence on this great occasion. And thank you so much for enlightening speech. And we are also inspired with your speech and very motivated, sir. And you are an exemplary person. And we have a lot to learn from you. Your speech was so inspiration to the budding entrepreneurs. Thank you, sir. Once again, thank you for your presence. And I would like to thank Dr. Umarani, ma'am. She is the active educationist, sir, and for her presence. And again, she has joined. And thank you for your time, madam. Thank you for joining with us. And I extend my sincere thanks to EC HOD, Dr. Gomati, madam, SRMist Vadapalani campus, and CSC HOD, Dr. Prasanna Devi, madam, SRMist Vadapalani campus. Thank you, ma'am, for joining in this program. And I would like to thank Dr. Karthik sir and Arun Negru sir for their wonderful cooperation for the successful conducting of this program. And we would like to thank Dr. M.N. Prabhavati ma'am for her effortless work and who made her this REDC inauguration happen today. Thank you to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for joining with us.
Thank you. All right.
We'll get some more support from you, sir, in future.
Absolutely. Will do. Pleasure. And thanks for the opportunity.
Mentoring for the students. Please
absolutely.
Your support in future, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, thank you. Bye-bye.
Prabhadev ma'am, shall we end?
Maybe, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Students, thanks a lot for joining us within
why no questions? Students, at least one single question you have raised. No, there are so much of inputs he has given. No questions from student side.
I anticipated that. That's why, ma'am, directly I went into call for the first vote of thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Anyway, thank you all students
thanks
for
a lot
joining.
for the cooperation.
Thank you for the cooperation.
Ma'am, attendance.
Yay.
We have noted all the names. I have taken a screenshot. Don't worry. Okay.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you, 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 ma'am.
Thank you,
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Prabhavan,
ma'am, நம்ம wind up பண்ணிடுவோமா?
we
We can wind up.